Yon! What's up everyone and good evening. So, quick sound check muna tayo guys and gals, mga boss. If clear yung audio, if wala masyado narinig na background sound, medyo maingay kayo sa labas, please let me know. So, good evening to everyone. Pa-chat na lang if baka masyado malakas yung background music, if okay yung sound. So, happy Saturday, happy weekend to everyone. Syempre, hindi lilipas yung linggo o yung weekend na walang charting session mula sa Investa. Right? And mamaya in a few minutes, meron akong special guest na kilala rin sa trading community na sasama sa akin ngayong gabi. Right? Representing our partner sa 2Trade Asia. Si Renzo wala ngayon, nagbabakasyon ata. So, hindi ko siya kasama ngayon. Yun. What's up? So, good evening kay Marvin, Jason, good evening. RB Bautista, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Alright, so daanan natin lahat yan. Feel free to start sending in your chart requests. Right? So, kumusta ba yung trading last week? Definitely very busy time in the markets, very busy time sa Investa as we're trying to prepare for the Investa Fest, right, and everything tonight. So, daming kaganapan. So, without further ado, bago tayo magsimula, gusto ko muna ipasok sa stream, right, yung aking partner for tonight. I'm sure majority sa atin kilala na siya. So, he is someone I have interviewed for Deep Pockets, our podcast dito sa Investa. He is one of the lead mentors, right? One of the leading trading communities. Hindi na babanggitin para bulaga na lang in the trading community. And he is also an independent, right, private portfolio manager. So, di ko na patagalin pa. I would like to bring on to the stream a good friend of ours dito sa Investa and representing ZFT and 2Trade Asia for tonight, si Boss Ken or Boss Yuri.
Hi, good evening guys. Good evening, Toma. Kumusta?
Yun, bro, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. Ikaw, kumusta?
Ito, masaya naman. Masaya. After the, naka-recover ng Cebu sa bagyong Odette, ito, going back sa normal. Traveling na ulit. So, very good to travel again outside Cebu. Nice to see people face-to-face na. Compare dati na Zoom lang. Ayan, makikita na yung mga tao namin sa ZFT, 2Trade, some students too. So, hopefully tayo, no, next time.
Yun, oo nga. Next time.
Pag
nasa Manila ka.
Oh.
Sige. Yun. So, bro, Yuri, before we officially begin, for those who may not know you yet, right, could you give a quick introduction about yourself para sa mga viewers natin tonight?
Oh, hi guys, good evening. I'm Ken, also known as Yuri in the trading community. I'm one of the senior mentors in ZFT, and I'm representing 2Trade Asia now for our Investa Fest 2022. So we've partnered with one of the best brokerage firms sa Philippines, which is 2Trade Asia. So, yun. I'm a independent private portfolio manager and been trading in the market for almost, I think, 7 na din. Been a full-time trader na din for almost 3 years. So, ayun. So, shout out sa mga students ko who's watching. Sila Richelle, Daniel, sino pa ba dito? Sila Mick, Arvin, good evening. And shout out sa mga taga 2Trade Asia too. Ayan, si Christine, hi. Good evening sa lahat. Aaron, dito din pala.
Yun, game. Simulan na natin. So, Boss Yuri, you can share your screen whenever you're ready. Tapos, guys, feel free to start commenting yung mga stock request nyo. But siguro we'll start muna with the PSEI.
Okay, sure. Ayan. So,
okay, teka lang, lalabas ko lang. Yun.
Right. So, kita na sa screen, no?
Yep. So, Boss Yuri, I know mas active ka sa akin in trading the PSE. Since ako, mas crypto tsaka global markets yung trade ko. So, I'm curious to know, how have you been operating in the markets recently, right, amidst all the uncertainty and volatility ngayon?
Mm. Well, I need to be straightforward um, sa mga audience natin ngayon. PSE is basically a risk-off market as of the moment. So, if kita nyo what's going on lately, um, inside sa ZFT, we have mentioned na at siguro starting ng February or mid-February, we already making shots about PSE in medyo volatile siya. Medyo pangit siyang pasukan as of the moment, except for the outliers, which we will discuss later. But what's going on with PSA right now, especially what's going on globally sa war sa Ukraine versus Russia, it really affects equity sa nangyayari ngayon sa stock market, especially in the Philippines too. So people were having this doubts and fear regarding investing in the stock market and stuff like that. Oil prices na naapektuhan. So basically ngayon, um, from mid-February to now, March, hands off kami risk off kami sa PSE. What does a risk off market means? It just tells us that we don't need to deploy that much equity sa market, meaning if you're risking 80 to 100% of your capital or your equity yung exposed sa market. Right now, we're limiting it to 30 to 50%. And if dati you're going very aggressive sa paglalagay ng VAR nyo or value at risk in every trade, siguro you're taking around 2 to 3% value at risk. Ngayon, we're letting it down to 50 to 1% in every trade. So it just tells us that if the market is really volatile and the market is not really that good, we always just need to lower down the risks. Kasi ayaw natin ibalik yung mga kinita natin for the last few months, especially for those people that were able to ride the mining stocks, right? So we have before the run up, before the market went down, we have nickel, mark, FNI, all those stocks that are going up. Basically, mining stocks yung naging leader natin sa Philippines, sa quarter na to. So for right now, since the market is breaking down, we're expecting this toma na could last up until siguro in the next so we started counting from March 1. So usually it will take about 2 to 3 months na hintayan unless there is a outlier. So, ayan, 90 days. So, I'm just giving you a rough estimate lang, guys, kung ano yung magiging expectation nyo in the next, in this quarter. So, March would be a medyo choppy market. And hopefully, after siguro 6 months on May, siguro, makakita tayo ng change ng market condition. So, and then we'll see and we'll react if magiging okay na. But right now, risk off market siya. We don't see any strong stocks as of the moment that we want to trade and invest with. Siguro for other position traders, pwede. But right now, as a swing, momentum, and trend follower, medyo risk off muna kami ngayon. So, sa individual, sa sectors natin sa Philippines, as you can see, mining and oil is the number one leading sector. Nung malakas na run up niya nung February up until March, and then right now it's now consolidating as of the moment. So we don't really expect na automatically siya it would shoot up. Siguro we have some bounces before. Last week, we have names like nickel who made a good bounce at this price from 727. Nag-bounce siya sa 786. So, after the bounces, doon titignan natin kung ano yung magiging approach moving forward. May mga stock codes ba tayong gustong tingnan individually, Toma?
Yun, so meron tayo sa from Don Don LTG. And ano, bro, before tayo mag-proceed, I just
Oh,
wanna
sure.
add mo dun sa comments mo on the PSC. Same sentiments from me. And ano rin even dun sa Team Prime namin, same risk off. We don't really see it as a trending environment now. Diba? And given na we are primarily a consumer, right, driven
Yeah.
economy, right? Tas
Mm.
commodity prices are increasing, it will hurt the capacity of consumers to purchase. Tapos kanina yung mom ko sa grocery, di na bumili ng lata ng spam kasi
Mahal na
dalawang
ba?
daan na daw. Diba? 200 na. So, ang
Oh my
mahal.
goodness.
So,
Ang
yun,
mahal
di ba?
na, 200. Sardinas na lang
200
kaya.
yung isang
Sardinas muna
lata ng
kami dito
spam.
ah.
Right? Grabe, sobrang mahal, right? Tapos, rising commodity prices also limit yung production and expenses of most companies. And if we take out lang yung whole commodities thing, I believe the BSP is also raising rates, right?
Yeah,
Which makes it harder for money to go around. Less leverage, right? It also makes
exactly.
investors more conservative. So
Right.
talagang agree also with that mostly risk-offing approach sa PSE ngayon.
And kind if you're gonna take it into a technical perspective, some people are looking at this uptrend trend line that was broken down. Ito yung long-term trend niya, trend line. Tapos nag-breakdown here. And then this is a typical breakdown confirmation sa market natin. Which if you're gonna apply basic technical analysis, if you're gonna take it closely, this is diba? This move from the breakdown here, this is lower high and then lower low. So ano bang uh, if you're gonna take a look at that closely, this is your high. It was parang nag-beat niya yung high. We have a false breakout. Made a lower low, made a lower high. This is an anatomy of a potential downtrend. Nung nag-break yung support level dito with the trend line support, it made lower low. Again, lower high dito and lower low. So that's a very basic read of technical read about the market. It's not really that good. So ayun. So hopefully di kayo magbalik guys sa mga kinita nyo for the last month, especially sa mga nakasakay ng mining stocks. Sobrang lakas nila. So the market has been generous for last a month sa atin. So hopefully wag natin ibalik, no. That's the technique, no. If the market is really hard, if the market's not giving you opportunities, don't force trades. Wag magpaka-genius na bomba-bomba pa rin na allocation. It does not work that way. Always remember, guys, that the performance natin would hindi siya sa per trade yung performance natin. Performance is basically a year. Kung ano yung kinita mo for 1 year, anong naging performance yung 1 year, yun yung end performance mo. You might double your money the last quarter or at least 50% up ka na, pero end of year binak mo lahat. So it's gonna be useless. So just reminding
Tama.
you guys out there.
Yun, solid. So, game, let's start with some individual start requests. We have one from Don Don, LTG. Boss Yuri.
All right. LTG. Okay, so for LTG, um, in ZFT, if I'm turning on my MAs, no? We have 20, 50, and 100. I'm actually putting another MA, 10 MA. As you can see, it's a basic understanding sa amin na since we are a momentum trend follower type of traders, we want to make sure that if we get in sa isang stock, it should be at least above all MAs. So, meaning if the prices are above all these 4 MAs that I have here, it means that it has higher chances to continue going up. Again, always remember, guys, that a trend will always continue kung ano yung prevailing trend niya. Which is, as you can see, LTG right now is a bit on a medyo alanganin, no? As of the moment, we have a consolidation over here, breakdown sa another consolidation, I mean support level over here. MAs are above prices, so it's an anatomy of a short-term downtrend.
Hmm. Guys, pa-chat naman. Di ko alam kung nag-lag si Yuri or kung ako yun. Boss Yuri, nandyan ka pa ba? Nag-lag. So, si Yuri nag-lag. Okay. Okay, kinabahan ako, nabaka ako. Kasi mahirap ako yung nag-stream eh. Pero sige. Nawala. No probs. Saluhin ko muna. So while we wait for Yuri to come back to the stream. Buti lang, ready ako, pag-aandahin ko muna. So just to maybe pick up to yung mga comments ni Yuri, right? Almost the same sentiment din, right? Below the moving average. So and ayun.
Ay, sorry, nawala pala ako.
Nawala ka sandali. Teka.
Tagal ba ako nawala?
Hindi naman, mga 1 minute. Mga 1 minute.
Okay. Internet is not cooperating. Sorry, guys. Saan na ba ako? LTG, no? So, as what I'm saying earlier, if the moving averages, I have 4 moving averages here. If I'm seeing that it's above the prices, I'm gonna say pass on it. I would be interested for LTG to trade LTG if it goes above 970 and maybe test at around 1030 and it consolidates at this level. As of the moment, I'm gonna say pass on it, especially if it breaks down at 860. Medyo alanganan na ako dyan, so it's a pass for me as of the moment. Siguro wait list siya sa mga interested to trade LTG.
Yun. So, almost same sentiments din from me. Una muna, hindi siya part ng leading na theme ngayon eh. So yung probability, given na mahirap na yung market, yung probability na maging outlier siya parang mababa. Right? So siguro pwede, like if gusto mo talaga i-trade, if mag-dip towards 830, pwede mo tirayan yung bounce.
Yes,
pero
pwede.
Yung reward on that relative to yung reward sa mga leading names, maybe if yung mga commodity related stocks, right, if may isa pang leg higher, right, baka mas maganda doon ka na lang mag-participate kaysa dito.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And it's a bit hard to trade bounces, guys. It takes experience, so I'll go with the easy trades.
Yun. So that's for LTG. Yung next natin, ito na, by Rollison, Nickel.
Okay, I'll go with nickel. So this is a very interesting stock to watch. Actually, nasa main list ko siya to trade, si nickel. If you're gonna take a look at ano nangyari before kay nickel when it broke out from a significant resistance of 630, this is actually a long-term resistance level since ano pa siya, December 2016. December 2016, ito yung pinaka ano niya, top, and then nag-breakout and then consolidated for more than a year plus. And then right now, breakout siya. So if you're gonna take a look at the 915 area, which is the all-time high level for nickel, has been tested already. I'm gonna give you a tip in breakouts, guys, that 80% of the time breakout happens at the third test of resistance. So we are now seeing at least the first test here. So hopefully it will consolidate. We might see nickel consolidate at bullish levels. So sa CFD, we use Fibonacci tool to gauge saan ba yung strength ng consolidation. So as you can see, from this base over here to here, what we want to see here is a consolidation above bullish levels, which is above 382 or 236 Fibonacci. So right now, sa mga bounce players, pwede, if ever you were able to get it at 730, 740 area, initial thinking would always be if your bias would be a continuation of the trend, pwedeng hold, but for short-term traders, pwedeng sell na siya as of around here at this level, 840 to 850. That's a good place to put target price. And then as for me, I'll wait for it to consolidate about 382 and then maybe go back to 236 fibs. And then MAs, as of the moment, kita yung dalawang MAs guys, 10 MA and 20 MA, it's still above prices. If it goes down dito, magka-catch up and ayusin niya yung MAs niya ulit, that would be a good opportunity for me to trade this. So patience for nickel, for traders who are really eyeing for nickel, um, be very patient on it. Pag yung isang trend is gusto magtuloy, it will definitely give you a entry point. So don't try to pick the bottom. You don't need to do that to make money. Just make sure that you're entering in the right price, diba? With low risk. So let's wait for it to consolidate maybe at higher 830, 830, 850 levels. Doon, magiging interested ulit sa nickel.
Yun.
How about you? Is
So,
this
same
looking
ano
for,
rin. Same sentiments para kay nickel. Sayang nga, yung nga, parang nag-all-time high break pero nag-fade din. So, the last thing na yung, di ba, nag-break siya sa base tapos medyo nag-parabolic siya. Nung nakita ko nang merong gap up na malaki, yung tawag dyan exhaustion gap, parang at the end of a strong trend, merong malaking gap up. Magandang opportunity sana to sell into strength. Though syempre, di tayo genius, pwede pang tumuloy. Pero yun. But same din, ako I wouldn't enter kaagad ngayon. Parang given na nag-pull back siya really hard, I would probably wait for it to form a better consolidation pattern before I want to get in. Pero from a long-term perspective, parang may upside pa naman si nickel. Pero ano lang, you just have to wait, diba, for the chart to set itself up.
I definitely agree. We were able to trade this nickel. I think we started buying nickel around this level over here. And then, ako personally was able to get out at March 9, nung hindi ako genius na nakabenta dito sa exhaustion candle niya. Nakabenta na ako way below na, pababa na siya. But still, it's still a good run. And always remember guys, another tip sa viewers natin, na if there is a strong trend, uptrend, na medyo mabilis-bilis. Ito, medyo mabilis to, no? It took like a month and a half for the move. Always remember, guys, na pag strong move siya and very fast move, the market will eventually correct it. And there's two ways for the market to correct such move. It's either a deep correction or a long consolidation. So as of the moment, medyo malilim-lalim yung correction na ginawa niya from this high over here to here, mga 24%. So it may take some time na ayusin niya yung trend niya and then babawi. So again, like I mentioned, patience.
Yun. So that's for nickel. Next naman yung kapatid niya, FNI.
Okay, FNI. So FNI, nickel is the alpha. FNI, I'd put FNI siguro mga beta Charlie if I'm gonna do watch listing. Because personally, I just trade the strongest stock. So market leader, I always aim to trade that. As of the moment, I'll say still the same thing. No need to catch the bottom here. We want to make sure that it goes back and consolidates strongly here at 382 levels. So look at closely 290 to 3. Okay, if FNI gets back to these levels and it will give us good consolidation, then that might be a good opportunity to enter. I'm gonna get out if siguro if 280 would not hold, if mag-consolidation here and then it breaks down, goes back to 280, 270, I'm gonna get out. With that, ayoko na siya i-trade. But right now, I'm just waiting for the right opportunity for FNI. Long term naman, medyo mataas upside pa niya, no? If it breaks 3 area, this level, medyo mataas pa yung upside niya. Next resistance would still be at 4 levels. So, very interesting to watch. If you're gonna take a look at the weekly chart too, guys, tignan nyo yung weekly chart niya, medyo increasing yung volume ng buying. So, there's really a demand for FNI. Same with nickel. It's just that it needs to correct and take a rest. Siguro, tansya ko dito a month or 2. So, yun.
Yeah, ako naman sa FNI, you said the keyword eh. Ano lang siya, parang Charlie lang kung i-watch list mo. Si Nickel talaga yung leader. So, bale si FNI yung laggard. Si Nickel gumalaw na, si FNI pa-breakout pa lang siya. Doon sa day na sobrang wild ng nickel prices. Right?
Yes.
So, for me, ako personally, di ko to ite-trade. Parang kita ko na eh kung sino yung leader. Right? Sino na
Doon ako
yung
sa
nauna.
leader.
Oo, so mas mag-focus na ako doon. Tapos ni long-term chart mo, kita mo si FNI very far from all-time high. While
Mhm.
nickel is to probably ngayon 15-20% below the high. Right? So doon na
Yes.
ako mag-focus kaysa dito.
Yes, definitely, definitely. It's also say the same thing, no? Um, nakaganda kasi when you're trading leaders, parang hindi ka na mafo-focus sa iba kasi you know you're holding the strongest stock. So kahit may magliparan pa iba dyan, it's still fine. Parang I have the strongest stocks, it's okay. Hindi ka
Yeah.
mafo-FOMO.
And speaking dun sa you have the strongest stocks, minsan 'di ba yung mga traders, tayo mga traders, we always try to look for saan ba yung next na malakas. Ano ba yung next position dapat kong tirahin? But sometimes the best stocks to trade are the ones you already own. So parang increase
Exactly.
exposure na lang sa leader kesa
Right.
parang 'di ba? Pitikin mo pa
Maghanap
yung
ka pa ng
position sa iba o
genius trade. That's true, actually, that's true. Kita mo na ito na yung tumataas, kita mo sa portfolio mo, ito yung naging gain. So why not add and scale up the position instead of looking for another stock to trade? I definitely agree.
Tama. Alright, solid. So next naman natin from RB Bautista to EMP, Emperador.
Okay. Yeah. Uy. Okay, guys. I'm not sure what's the fundamentals here. All right. I'm looking at as a pure technical perspective. May linya pala ako nalagay dito, no, sa 17 area. This is in trouble for me. Parang this is a no for me if I'm trading a trending stock. All the red flags is here technically, no. All MH I have here is above prices, right? And then RSI is at 30 to 26 levels. If you're looking for a potential bottom pick, yes, definitely I'd eye this one as a potential bounce play or bottom picking. But like I've mentioned, it's very hard to bottom pick, guys. Um, Especially with the markets right now, it's very volatile, so we don't really know um, what will happen next week or next month. If you're gonna try to trade against a trend, again, this is trading against a trend. We're only a long market, so this is trading against a trend. I would not recommend this for newbies, for investors to touch EMP up until babawiin niya siguro yung 17 area. That would be interesting for me na. But right now, sa itsura pa lang niya, ayaw ko siyang i-bottom pick, ayaw ko siyang i-hold sa portfolio ko. So it's a pass for me.
Yeah. So, ganda insight theory. Almost the same din. So, meron na siyang linya doon sa nag-bounce. Parang nag-bounce. Ang tawag ni JC Danon, tinuro sa akin, parang after a major crash, it's going back to its roots. So, doon sa pinakaunang base bago yung malaking upside move. So, malaking probability ng bounce. Pero yung nga, sabi yun, bottom picking is very difficult. Ako, it's not something I personally do. I forgot, sino nagsabi ko, si Minervini or someone else, but sabi, bottom picking is a very expensive hobby. Right? So,
I
kailangan talaga ng
definitely agree. Because I
kailangan
love
ng
trading
maraming
bounces.
skill.
I
Oo.
love trading bounces. Yung hard crash, yun yung pinaka gusto ko. I love trading because the volatility and the momentum is there. Momentum downer is there. So it's one of my favorite playbook, no? Pero this type of crash, it does not suit me. Hindi naman super hard na unti-unti siyang namamatay, unti-unti na siyang namamatay. So don't expect the bounce would be, ano din, parang ganyan yung bounce. Eventually you'll see something bounce like this, 10%, 12%. So medyo mahirap siya, guys. I'll look for other stocks if you're gonna go for bounces. But for bottom picking, I'd say I'd pass on it.
Yun. So ito next, Yuri, daw from Shem? BTC. Bitcoin.
Uy, okay. Sige, BTC USD. Right. So Um, I'm only an investor to be quite honest, guys, I'm only an investor sa Bitcoin. So medyo matagal siyang hawak. And I'm not trading it actively. But looking at the charts um, for Bitcoin, I'm a bit bearish to be quite honest. I'm not sure kung ano yung insights niyo about it now, but looking at the chart, it's trying to form like a bearish, what do you call this structure, parang triangle or something. Siguro, my bias would be, I'd shift my bias if it takes out this level area for 44,700 area. But if it starts to, kasi if we can take a look at, we have like a nice pattern here, no? Na parang triangle. People call it like ascending ba to? Or something. But again, always remember, guys, you need to make sure that the structure needs to be confirmed by taking out previous resistances before masabi natin na goods na siya. As of the moment, I'll just wait siguro. I'll just wait. 44, if it takes out 44, then that would be an interesting area for me to trade. Upside would be siguro, I'll look this at this level at 5 for shorter traders, guys, for 52,000 to 53,000. Looking at the weekly chart niya, again, this still might form a potential head and shoulders pattern in the long term. So, if I'm gonna trade out here at this level, I'll still sell it at 53, 54 levels. I'm not that so bullish yet sa Bitcoin as of the moment. How about you? Insights for BTC?
Yeah, so sa Bitcoin, ako I don't trade Bitcoin eh. I use it parang ginagawa ko siyang parang index.
Index. Okay.
So ngayon nakikita ko si Bitcoin after the decline nagko-consolidate. So what I do is I try to look at yung mga individual names, mga layer 1s or mga smaller caps. Sino yung mga nagli-lead sa market. So actually ako, pagdating sa personal trading ko sa crypto, medyo risk on ako ngayon.
Okay.
Although ito siguro yung first time ko nagawa is for the past ilang months na ba? Since almost 2.5, almost 3 months, dalawa lang yung trade ko. So talaga naging super selective ako. So first time ko nagkaganon level ng discipline. Tapos ngayon, we have a few
siguro when you reach the point na medyo matagal ka nang babad sa market, parang ilang beses na ako nasampal din sa market. Parang you'll have that patience and you'll have that discipline not to take those stupid trades. Yung parang itchy trades lang, alam mo yun? Parang, pwede na yan. Di ba?
parang nangangati ka na eh.
The level of discipline tumataas din, which is, again, it's very good hearing from you. So right now, risk on ka but very selective on trades. Is that right?
Yes. So medyo deployed na ako. So ganun, wala akong onti lang positions ko pero very heavily concentrated yung position size sa mga leaders.
Okay.
So shinare ko last week, may position ako sa Luna. Tapos if you look at the other leaders, you have one like AVAX, Avalanche, which broke out just yesterday. If you look at GMP USDT, if pwede mo ilabas sa chart mo, Yuri, GMP.
Ano pa yung GMP?
GMP USDT. Ito, nakakatawa. Ito, cool tong, di ko to na-trade.
Oh, this is nice.
Ang cool nung concept niya. Diba yung mga Axie, play to earn, right? Ito, walk to earn. So, parang exercise yun. Actually, kanina ko lang din na yun yung use case niya dun sa open journal na town hall na in-attendan ko this afternoon. Nakikita ko siya pero di ko pa ni-research kung para saan siya. So, very interesting. So, this is something I'm keeping an eye on. So, ngayon, parang medyo nagpo-pause siya.
Do you have positions sa coin na to?
Wala. Di ko nga na-trade eh. Parang late ko na nakita. So, ngayon,
this is nice. This is so nice. Parang IPO, classic IPO trade siya. So, just taking out highs for the breakout. Maybe it will consolidate at this level. Who knows, diba? We can still trade the breakout for this. Are you going intraday for this? Or early? Ano bang time frame niyo usually for this type of trades?
So usually ako early tsaka 15 minutes. Yung basic yung intraday ko.
So parang long term is the daily, mid term is 1 hour, and then the execution is 15 minutes.
Correct. Ganun yung style ko.
Okay. Nice. So this is nice. I'll try to monitor this. maganda.
Yan, so interesting. So, game. Next, ano naman tayo? Teka, ano ba yung next? Ito to. Next from Gretchen. Yuri, SEC.
Oh, okay. SEC. Right, SEC. Kapatid to, no? DMC, SEC. So, if you're gonna take a look at SEC, halos same itsura siya ng SEC. But if I'm gonna trade, if I'm gonna choose between the two, I'll go with SEC. Yung parang mothership or something. Mas mabilis siya, mas volatile siya. And if you're gonna take a look at closely, again, this is a mining stock, no? Semirara. Isa siya sa mga stocks that are in AOTS. So, if you're familiar with AOTS, it's the Alignment of the Stars by Z-Freaks. If 20 is above 50 and 50 is above 100, you know, it signifies that it is a current, it is a strong trend. No, maybe it is an uptrend. So take a look at the structure over here. After the mining craze reset, no, nag-retest siya at this level, and then right now trying to recover, which is very very interesting. If we're gonna take a look at our fibs over here, nasa na siya ngayon, di ba? Like I've mentioned before, I want to make sure that when I try to trade the continuation patterns, I want to make sure that it's above 382 Fibonacci. That's a level for me that is good to watch. So I would be a buyer if it consolidates strongly at this level, 3060 to 3070. Kung magkaroon tayo ng consolidation dyan, I'd really be interested sa stock na to for a continuation move. Take a look at volume. If you're gonna take a look at volume, no significant sell-off prices, di ba? Ang nakikita niyo dito, puro accumulation volume eh. Yung profit taking nangyari dito banda eh. So I don't see any bad signals yet. What I'm seeing here, sa down move na to is just a profit taking. But this is one of the strongest stocks out there in the PSE. That's my take on SEC.
Yeah. So, SEC, so yun nga, yung environment natin ngayon, di siya sobrang update for breakouts as tutuloy talaga. So medyo and I'm sure frustrating para sa mga breakout traders. Pero ganoon talaga yung buhay. Right? What's important dito is nag-hold siya right, above EMA 50. Right? And ngayon, tama as Yuri said, nag-recover na siya, nag-re-break siya above yung initial na resistance. So kapag atat ka talaga, parang yung Friday na candle, yun yung earliest point kung gusto mo talaga tirahin ka agad. Pero kung mas sigurista ka, gusto mo mas patient ka, mas mag-consolidate pa, you can wait for it to form a nice continuation pattern. And then, ikaw na bala if you want to accumulate right above 31 or if you want to just trade the breakout at 34.50.
Yeah. Pero if in the next few weeks guys, medyo nag-recover yung market natin. Let's say for example, gumanda yung market. I really start taking breakout trades. But right now, pero pas muna sa mga breakout trades, parang there's a higher chances breakouts would be false breakouts. The probability of those breakouts continuing is very, very low. So instead of me being chopped out on those breakout trades, I'd really take a pass on it and just go with looking for strong supports during good consolidations. That would be one of the techniques that I'll do in how I approach volatile market.
Yun. Well said. So next naman natin, GMA7.
Uy, very interesting. Ayun. GMA7 is actually one of the stocks that I'm looking at. I don't have any positions yet, just to be clear on it. But the reason why I'm eyeing GMA7 as one of the strongest stocks is this. I'll give you a technique on how to look at potential alphas in the market. Minervini actually shared this one. It's called I'm not sure if it was Minervini or some other trader. It was an international trader, I think. It's called the MVP criteria. So if you're familiar with this, you need to make sure that it has momentum, volatility, and participation. So, given this, gusto natin medyo momentum, mataas yung pag-akyat niya. Volatility, andun yung room niya, um, mabilis siyang mabilis basically gumalaw. Participation is of course the volume kung ilan yung nagpa-participate on the trade. And one criteria of a MVP stock, although medyo illiquid lang to si GMA7, no? So medyo kinulang tayo sa participation part. The momentum volatility is there. The participation part lang medyo um, may onting down siya. Hindi masyadong liquid tong stock na to. But looking at it, one of the criteria of MVP stock is if it is creating a base or a continuation move on a downtrending stock. So if you're gonna compare and take a look at PSE over here, and kita nyo ba sa PSE, the orange line, PSE is going down, right? Take a look at this, the orange line. PSE is going down, but look at GMA7 closely. It's going up. It's actually made an uptrend breakout over here. From this base over here, nagkaroon tayo ng base dyan. Tapos dito nagkaroon ulit tayo ng base dyan. And then right now, nag-breakout siya and creating another base. So, looking at the lows, it's creating higher lows and good bases while the market is actually going down. So, that's one of the techniques that I use when scanning potential outliers in the market. So, I hope makita nyo yan. So, going back for GMA7, again, I'm very interested. GMA7 is actually approaching all-time high stock. Actually, all-time high pala to. Breaking from 11. So, we are testing again 1590 to 1670 area sa long term niya. I'm very interested already if it continues to hold this level at around 1535 to 1590 siguro at this level. I'd be a buyer siguro if it consolidates strongly. And I'm gonna cut my losses if it breaks down at 15 and 1470. So medyo pas tayo dyan if it revisits those levels. Higher chances, looking at it, higher chances that it will take out 16 and 1670. So that's my take. I'm a bit bullish. I'm actually not a bit bullish. I'm bullish on GMA7, especially elections. There might be impact and volatility on this type of stocks.
Yun.
So yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, so just to echo yung point ni Yuri a while ago. Ako nung nag-charting kami ni Renzo, when we do our charting sessions, lagi nilalabas si GMA. Talagang bullish. I mean yun, ang ganda rin niya, ang ganda ng setup eh. Kasi while the index is going down, right, GMA is simply consolidating, and that's a sign of a potential market leader. Diba?
Yeah.
It's one that declines the least and rebounds the fastest. Usually, these are gonna be the starting horses right out of the gate, na pinakamabilis, if and when the index starts to recover. So maganda yung tips na shinare ni Yuri kanina kung paano mag-scan ng mga malalakas na issues, right? So actually, dapat nga habang mahina yung market, hindi pwedeng parang nagtatamad-tamad tayo. Actually, dapat in this type of environment, hindi tayo mas active mag-trade unless may mga setup. Pero mas active magbantay, maghanap ng mga leaders, right? Para the next cycle, once it turns higher, right? Alam na natin saan tayo titira. So GMA7
misconception yan eh. A lot of traders, misconception yan na when the market is weak, when the market is going down, I'm not gonna look at the markets. That's actually wrong. Opportunities are made on those times na when nobody's looking. When nobody's looking, andun yung makikita yung mga stocks that are consolidating strongly. Doon mo makita kung malakas ba sila or hindi. Doon ka titingin if those are the times that magiging patient ka enough and stock strong stocks. Kasi pag nag-breakout yan, iiwanan ka if hindi ka nakatingin. Diba? If it's gonna continue, maiiwanan ka. So it's not a requirement for you to trade, but it is required for you as a trader to keep stalking, to keep doing your charts, to update your charts, your watch list, and your triggers. Once the triggers happen, andun ka sa monitor mo and you're just one click away to do the execution. I think yun yung isa sa mga importanteng tatandaan dapat ng mga traders natin. Yun. So I hope
Yan.
may nakuha kayo doon, guys, no?
Yan.
Hopefully
Ganda.
isa puso nyo yun.
Tama. Parang 50% of the success is already just showing up every day.
Yes.
Yun.
Exactly.
So, alright. So that's for GMA 7. But guys, before we continue with yung charting session natin, meron lang ako gusto i-share really quick. Boss Yuri, kukunin ko muna
Okay.
yung share screen natin.
Sige,
So guys, malapit na ang upcoming event namin, the Investa Fest 2022. Hopefully we can see you there. So it's happening on March 28, and yun na, spoil ko na, libre lang po ito. It's something we do for the community, for all Filipinos. Yung goal nito is not to make revenue or anything. The goal of this event is to help and inspire, right, as many Filipinos as we can by connecting you guys and girls with the best in the industry, in investments, entrepreneurship, right, personal finance, right? So hopefully makita ko kayo dito. So if gusto nyo makita yung lineup namin, Boss Edward Lee is there, Kelvin Lee, LC Commissioner, Sir Dennis, the CEO of Converge, Miguel Aguerao, Vice President of Philly Equity, Philip Hagedorn, CEO of Atram, and many more na mga malulupit na speakers natin dyan. If nanonood kayo lagi ng mga content, Nicole Alvas here, Antoinette Aquino, so spot nyo na lang, just head over to instagrams.com/InvestaFest. So again, it's 100. At andito na rin yung event schedule. It's starting on March 28 next Monday. So yun, spot nyo na lang. And again, you have an option to attend free. As in, free lahat. Ma-access nyo lahat. But if you want special perks, like maybe you want to have lifetime access to all the talks, you want to join the live Q&A, and if nasasali din na yung live Q&A before, you already know it's like a totally separate event kasi we get to talk and interact with the speakers for 30 to 45 minutes on top of their presentations. So yun, pwede ka tumira ng VIP pass. And of course, just want to give a huge, so 8 days na lang. And of course, want to give a huge shout out to all of our partners, but especially our major partners from Atram. You can check out yung mga funds nila, especially if you want to invest for the medium and long term. And of course, to Trade Asia. Kaya kasama ko ngayon si Yuri tonight because he is representing to Trade Asia. And as you share ni Yuri, merong mga pakulo and mga pag-giveaway si to Trade para sa mga attendees natin o InvestaFest. So ano nga ba yung mga yun, Yuri?
Yun. So, for InvestaFest 2022, To Trade Asia is actually giving 5 lucky winners for a free VIP pass or access sa InvestaFest 2022. So, ayun, magbibigay tayo ng VIP access. All you need to do is basically scan this QR code here, right in front of your screen, and join in and win. So, it's going to be a raffle promo for everyone. Again, by joining, when you scan that link, you'd be, makikita mo yung link ng Viber community ng To Trade Asia. All you need to do is just basically join, and then afterwards, we're gonna announce kung sino yung magiging panalo, na 5 lucky winners for To Trade's VIP tickets for Investa 2022. And hindi lang yan, meron din tayong mas malupit. Ito, mas malupit to na price from To Trade Asia. Again, once you ito naman sa mga ito naman yung mga people who did attended InvestaFest 2022. So they can actually win this exclusive prizes. So may tayo diyan, may pa La Union tayo dyan, hotel, night and stay for one of the hotels in La Union. So, ayun, and cash prizes as well. So, ayun, abangan niyo yan, guys. Make sure to join InvestaFest 2022. Make sure to scan the code sa To Trade Asia Viber group community and see you there.
Yun. So, to be specific dito sa promotion ni To Trade Asia, all you have to do, yung join the InvestaFest, and you have to open an account, right, with them to get a chance during the event period. So March 28 to April 2, pag mag-boss ka ng account sa To Trade Asia, pag attendee ka nung InvestaFest, kahit free yan, kahit libre lang yung ticket mo, right, kasama ka sa raffle na to. Diba, sabi
Yes.
nga ni Yuri, diba, merong 2 winners ng resort sa La Union. So,
Uh-huh.
exciting yun. And maraming cash prizes. Merong 4 winners ng 10,000 pesos cash. Tapos yung major prizes, 1 winner ng 25,000 pesos. So, hopefully,
Right.
diba, marami
So,
sumali, right? Just open an account
right.
with them. And good
Yes.
luck sa lahat ng
And shout out again sa
oh,
Trade Asia, who's been very generous to our traders. No, and I just want to say one of the best broker talaga yung two trade, especially sa the prime nila, which is the more advanced broker na andun yung conditional orders, very smooth execution. So actually I have an account under two trade 2, under one of the Mavericks ZFT capital namin, which we're handling. So andun under two trade. So it's so far the one of the best, I mean, experience when it comes to execution to Trade Asia. So shout out, thank you very much for being so generous sa community trading community, and also of course Investa, which did, you're not stopping giving us new materials and insights, and a lot of things that we can learn from the speakers. Andun din pala sa a good friend of ours, si Matt Flores.
oh yeah, si
So
Matt.
ayun, isa sa mga lodi natin when it comes to trading. So yun, good luck sa mga sasali. I'm pretty sure you'll learn a lot from them.
Solid. So
So
guys,
right now,
hopefully makita namin kayo sa Investa Fest. So yun. Yuri, I think we have maybe a few more minutes to take on a few more charts before we end.
yeah, sure.
Yun, sige. So you can
Is it
share,
okay if
maybe we have
ikaw
time
yung
for...
mag-share screen? Medyo naglolo ko yung internet ko.
Sige. Ako na lang mag-share muna ng screen ko. So maybe we have time for 5 more requests from the audience. So okay, game. So guys, hopefully makita ko kayo sa Investa Fest. Again, libre lang po yun. So game, teka. Kuha tayo ng isa pang request.
Ayun,
Ito,
sa mga walang
Converge.
scanner dyan, andun si Two Trade Asia ng comment down sa chat. So there's a link there. Just all you need to just click on it and join the Viber group. So thank you, Two Trade.
Ito, 1 out of 5, Converge. Boss Yuri, ano ba yung take mo sa Converge?
So Converge, Converge was one of the strongest stocks last year. Right now, I'm sorry to say, but it's on a downtrend already. We have a good bounce last March 16, and then naging TP na siya or target price na siya. Actually, it's a selling area na siya noong March 18. So I'd say I'd say avoid for now. Wait up until mag-recover siya, because again, if you're gonna turn on the MAs, like I mentioned before, nasa taas yung MAs. You don't wanna trade. You don't wanna make an expectation na tutuloy siya, tataas, if the trend is going down, right? So again, the trend will always continue with its biggest or prevailing trend. Kung ngayon, downtrend siya, higher chances it's gonna continue to go down. So all we need to do is just be patient, wait up until all MAs are below prices. If it consolidates and takes up 28 to 29 level, that would be an interesting spot or price to watch Converge if it's gonna recover those glory days ni Converge, no? So right now, medyo I'd say I'd wait, be patient, pass for now.
Yun. So, same insights din sa Converge. So, yung ina-highlight natin last week na potential bounce area dun sa previous base niya sa 2150. Ayun na, nag-materialize na. Sabi nga ni Yuri, nandun na, parang sa TP, nandun na sa MA Tapos medyo nag-reject na yung price. So, at this point, parang if hindi ko na-trade yung bounce, wala na akong gagawin. Parang if I really want to get into it, observe. But that's coming from a trader perspective. From a fundamental perspective, magandang kumpanya. Diba si Converge?
True.
So, that's a different, ibang usapan na. Pero bilang trader, ako, if naniniwala ako sa kumpanya, I'll keep it at the back of my mind. Tapos mag-aantay ako ng magandang setup.
Yeah, if it's fundamentally good, it is an earning company fundamental wise solid siya. Um, you know that you want to have this stock. It's just that technicals will tell you when to enter or when to have this stock. So
Tama.
make use of those two knowledge that you have. Again, the bounce is already done. Bottom picking is there. Medyo selling na siya at 20% upside. Tapos na. So from there, be patient and wait for a good consolidation.
Okay. So, next naman to, next 2 and 3, Luna at saka AVAX. So, tsaka Avalanche. So, onting crypto.
Okay.
Siguro, pwede ka magsimula, Yuri. Ano yung tingin mo, pwede dito sa Luna?
Okay. For Luna, my eyes is doing sparkling. It's sparkling right now. Luna is hindi ako actively trading sa crypto, but in just one glance, looking at it, it's one of my favorite setups. Chart wise lang. Para siyang nickel before the run up. Can you check nickel? Just a comparison lang, Toma. Ayan. Before the huge run up, kita niyo yung trend line na break niya, guys, from the base. Before the yeah, para siyang ganyan. And then the consolidation is from ano ba to? Wait lang. So looking at it, consolidation from 570 to 610. Ganun yung itsura ni Luna, no? Yeah, that small consolidation. That's where I think Luna is right now. And it's touching pwede mo na ibalik sa chart. Ayan, Luna USDT. Again, 80% chances that a breakout happens in third test of resistance. We are now seeing second test and then breakout. I'm gonna take if I'm not sure if okay Bitcoin, I'm gonna take the breakout from or at least buy first support and then add on breakout. That I think that's a good setup to do. Ayun, maganda yung mga tight consolidation. Favorite natin yan. Pag nakakita ko yan, kinikilig ako eh. Yun yung mga gusto natin.
Ang last nga nito si Luna. Ito na-share ko na 2 weeks ago is one of the first positions I had no 2021. So yung average ko, di ko lang, nakalimutan ko yung average ko, nakailang scale in na kasi ako. Pero yung first entry ko nasa 67.20.
Nice.
Still holding it up to now.
Breakout
kasi, ayun nga.
Trend line, no?
Oo. Tapos nag-add ako ulit dito sa base na to. So, di ba Yuri, familiar ka sa setup sa OJ, di ba?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so yung yung ginawa ko dito, so binili ko yung initial E2 o yung initial breakout ng channel. And then dito, do sa next base niya, nakita ko sa daily na okay, nagko-consolidate pero leader naman, so sinakyan ko yung volatility pababa, nakita ko holding above EMA 20. So nag-try na ako maghanap sa intraday ng potential entry. So nakita ko mayroong E1 dito. Tapos meron din bull div right sa early RSI. So nag-add ako dito sa 75. Then added more sa breakout nung 83. So medyo heavy position siya for me.
Okay.
Tapos
so what's the invalidation? What's the invalidation?
Pag nag-below 80, pag nag-below 80, babato ko na lahat.
Okay, noted.
Oo.
So
pero pag nag-breakout sa 100, pag nag-breakout sa 100, sana di na mag-below 80, pero ayun. So,
yeah. So for me, it's not really too late yet. Even if you don't have your positions, I think this is still a good stock to. I'm still seeing an opportunity. Actually, higher low siya in if you're applying a good consolidation box there, higher low na siya, and then breakout na talaga hinihintay for a continuation. Again, I definitely agree. If it goes down below 80, gonna go out.
Yun. So that's for Luna. Next, AVAX, Avalanche.
Uy.
So Yuri, ano tingin mo dito?
Maganda din. It's a breakout from a downtrending, Ayan, breakout na din siya. I'm not really a fan of a trendline breakout, so as much personally, again, I'm personally taking this perspective ko na as a trader, as a technical trader. I'll wait if it breaks that, it fully breaks out from that trend line, and then pullbacks from that level. So pag nag-breakout siya and then mag-pullback siya, I think I'd be a buyer at that point.
So, mas gusto mo pag nag-post na siya about to
Ganyan,
breakout.
ganyan,
So,
ganyan. Ganyan yung gusto kong makita.
gets. So, same sentiments din sa Avalanche. So, actually, full disclosure pa, taking with a grain of salt, meron din ako position sa AVAX. So, ito yung dalawang, yung Luna tsaka yung AVAX yung mga trades ko. Though, very small gain pa lang to, kasi kahapon pa lang ako nakapag-enter. So, gano'n lang, same concept lang as tinuro ni Yuri dun sa GMA7, right? Ako, I was just patiently waiting. I'm seeing Bitcoin pa nagko-consolidate, I treat it as the index. Then, nahanap ko na sino yung mga malalakas na coins above EMA 50. I know, based on your research sa Delphi Digital, na very, very bullish sila sa layer 1s or sa Real Vision if pinapanood nyo yun. And yung tinitigan talaga nila, Luna, AVAX, Atom, at a certain extent, Phantom, FTM. So, ayun. So, those are the two trades na I was able to make. So, syempre, ang bias ko, aakit, diba? Pero yung take with the grain of salt lang. Pero, ayun.
Pag may hawak ka, ganun talaga yung bias, guys.
Oh. Syempre, ayaw natin bumulsak yan. Pero, yun.
Totoo.
So,
But
that's for...
technical wise, very good stock to trade. I definitely, kahit wala akong hawak, I'd say the same thing.
Yun. So, game, last stock na tayo. Ito, from Brown Sugar. APL naman. APL.
Ako po.
PSU ulit.
Buhay pa ba yung stock mo yan? Wait lang, tignan nga natin. Oh my goodness. Ito yung mga stocks na nandidiri ako, guys, tignan. Hopefully, hindi kayo masyadong naipit dito or nakakat na kayo ng loss. After the huge run up, tignan nyo, guys, ang down, binagsak na almost 100%. That's 90%. And then ngayon, naghukay pa siya ng another low. So 100%, I'm gonna say pass on it. Again, guys, you don't want to fight or trade against the trend. PSE is only a long market. We don't make money if it's gonna go down. If it's going down, we don't make money. So I'll focus on trading uptrend stocks. Definitely, this is not a watch list for me. This is an avoid stock. So yun, it's a pass for me. How about you? Would you trade this?
Same sentiments. Parang if you look at it from a longer term chart, malapit na ata sa all-time low niya. So ako hindi. And ito talaga siguro yung parang magandang example sa pakita kung bakit kailangan, number 1, hindi ma-FOMO. Number 2, ba't mahalaga kumatlos? Hindi pwede sabihin yung, aakit din naman yan eventually.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi di mo talaga alam eh. Pwede ka tsumamba tapos bumawi. Pero pag naipit ka sa ganito, ang hirap na mag-recover. Lalo na pag oversize ka, tapos hinawakan mo na lang, nag-average down. Mahirap talaga yung ganito. So same with you, ipass din ako dito.
Yes. So, ayun, hopefully guys, walang naipit sa inyo nito, no? Medyo malayo-layo pa yung recovery nito. So, I won't not put this on my watch list. And huwag nyo nang i-try siguro yung bottom pick to. Medyo mahirap siya. Focus on those leaders na lang. Mas easier to trade.
Yun. So, I think that's a nice way to end our live charting for this week. But before I let you go, Boss Yuri, meron ka bang final message sa mga viewers natin na nanonood ngayong gabi? And thank you guys. Comment naman kayo ng thank you, Boss Yuri, for joining us sa live charting natin tonight. Kasi alam ko, busy siya.
Hindi naman, sakto lang. Thank you din to Trade Asia, which is again one of the naging partners natin sa Investa Fest 2020. Thank you very much to Trade Asia. Hopefully guys, mag-join kayo. Just all you need to do is just click the link below. And I just want to say to the traders out there, retail traders out there, sa trading community, especially in the Philippines, that one of the things that I've learned for almost 7 years in trading is learning when not to trade. So as a trader, you don't really need to trade every day, every week. If the market is not giving you the right opportunities, um, all you need to do is basically keep your profits by going sidelines. If you want to trade, just make sure that you lower down your risk. Wag mo na ibalik again yung mga gains na kinita mo on the last quarter. Um, the traders that are not disciplined enough um, will always, yun yung mga paborito ni Miss Market. Sila yung paborito na kunan ng profits or kunan ng pera. So, make sure you're not gonna be one of them. Um, risk will always be the number one focus on this type of market. And eventually, if it recovers, then bomba superior ulit tayo. So yun. Thank you, Toma, for the opportunity. We'll be supporting InvestaFest 2022. Thank you then, Ulit, to Trade Asia. And ZFT, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yan, solid. I think that's a great way to end our stream. Boss Yuri, maraming salamat din sa time mo. Alam ko may workshop ka pa ang kailangan puntahan.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. And yun, maraming salamat syempre sa major partners natin sa InvestaFest, Trade Asia, and of course, Atram as well. So, Yuri, thank you again. Good night. God bless and ingat ka palagi.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Good night. Thanks, Toma. See you around.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
So, yun. So, thank you ulit kay Yuri for joining us. So, guys and gals, hopefully na enjoy ninyo yung charting session natin tonight. I'll try to make it a must. We invite some guests over para baka nauwi na kayo sa amin ni Renzo. I'll try to have JC back. He's just really busy now. But yun, JC Bear, JM, we'll try to have a session na 4 kami. I think solid yun. Never pa ata namin nagawa yun, yung 4 kami magkakasama sa live charting. So yun, thank you again everyone. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekends and prepare tayo para sa upcoming market. And again, hopefully we can see you sa InvestaFest 2022. It's free. It's something we just want to do to provide value and help as many Filipinos as we can. We brought the best speakers we could. Andito na sila. Ready na. Kayo na lang yung inaantay namin. So, ayun. Again, it's free. Just go to instagrams.com/InvestaFest. So, thank you again, everyone. Good night. And major shout out to our major partners, right, to help make the InvestaFest possible, to Trade Asia and Atram. So, yung CIO na Atram, Boss Philip Hagilor, is also one of our keynote speakers. So, yun. So, good night, everyone. And onting shoutouts lang kay Vin. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Really appreciate it. May nakita ko kanina si Boss Norwin Australes. Boss, good eve. Kilala kita. Na-feature namin yung story mo. Alam ko, ako yung ako yung nag-post. So, yun, good eve sir. Very inspiring yung story mo. Happy to see you here. Sabi mo dun sa story mo, lurker ka lang, pero nice to see you. Nag-comment ka ngayon. So yun, thanks everyone. And good night. Kita-kits tayo sa InvestaFest. So I'll end the stream now. I'll see you guys next week. Maraming salamat.